Hello, another video. Italy video, but it's Italy from the other side. So I'm already in Italy, and I'm empty now. So I'm going to go back up. Got some mad Italian keeps trying to get past me. I'm already in Italy. I'm coming around Milan now. I'm going to rejoin the motorway very shortly at Agorate, head up to Chiasso. No customs to do because I'm empty. Just do my tax at Chiasso and then up through Gottard, into Germany, up through Germany, load in Germany, and then back up to the UK. So all pretty straightforward stuff really, but I've never done a Gottard video. In fact, it's the first time I've been through the Gottard since I've worked here, so that's what's made me decide to want to do it really. So I'll get myself around here and get myself on the motorway and up to the border. Just coming down the top side of Milan now. The driving standards around here leave a lot to be desired. Pretty much around here, if you're keeping a safe distance, if you're indicating to change lanes and you're not driving stupidly slow or stupidly fast, then you'll be the odd one out. Lane discipline doesn't mean much to him either. Just pick a lane and stay in it if you want around here. Just following the signs so I can get back into this lane 1 as soon as I can. Following the signs for Como and Chiasso. Chiasso being the border. There's one thing about Italy as well, other lorry drivers won't flash you in. It's very, very, very rare that you'll get flashed in. And if you're indicating to try and pull out into the other lane, into like lane 2, someone comes up behind you flashing the lights, that isn't to say that you can pull out. They're not flashing you out, they're flashing you to stay where you are because they want to come through. That's me now heading out of Milan now. This out towards Como, Varese, that sort of area. Take no prisoners is my philosophy driving around here. It's every man for himself. Still heading up, obviously, as you can see by the signs, towards Chiasso. Just went past Milan now. I haven't been up this way in years. I don't often come to Gottard. I used to come this way. In fact, I used to come to Milan every week. The big groupage depot right off the junction at Milan. If you come off here, go down through the peage, the T-junction, turn left. It's the first place on your left-hand side. Sorry. Yeah, through the peage to the T-junction, turn right, and it's the first place on the left-hand side. And I used to go there every week. But I haven't been this way for ages, I don't know, 3 years, something like that, maybe a bit more, but not much more. Yeah, it's all still there, all still the same, nothing changes in Italy. If you were doing customs coming up this way, all the customs agents are slightly further up this motorway just after the next peage. What you can do, what we used to do when we were going into Milan is a lot of the groupage depots this close to the border have their own customs agents like in the depot. So they would raise your T-forms for you once you were loaded, which made it much easier. The less scrupulous ones as well would overload you and doctor the weights on your T-forms to make it look like you were carrying less than you actually were weight-wise. Mentioning no names. These Italian peages as well, pretty much everybody has the tags in the window. Like lorry drivers coming down here anyway have the telepass tags in the windows, and you just want to follow the yellow lanes. Very shortly we get big arrows painted on the ground, and there'll be white, yellow and blue. The white is the cash lanes, the blue is the card lanes. It says Via card, but they will take any card in the card lanes, Via card being the Italian specific toll card. The lane you want, if you've got a tag in the window, like I have, and the telepass lanes, which are the yellow ones. And just drive into the telepass lane. You don't have to stop. Italian peages have got to be the best. They don't get much right down here, but they've done this okay. You used to get a lot of Italian peages with a barrier missing at the end because people coming flying into them too fast. The barrier couldn't go up in time, and they'd take the barrier off at the other end of the lane, but they've reduced the speed limit. So it's still happens, but it's a bit better. So right, the reason I've dragged this clip out is because I wanted to show you this junction. If you can't get customs papers raised by your groupage agent, say you haven't got a groupage agent or they don't do it, this is the junction you need to come off at, following the truck signs for the parking. Now, if I was concentrating on what I was doing, I'd have been in the right lane there. But being empty, I don't need to do that. But yeah, you need to come off there and you need to follow the signs into the parking. The parking area is a restaurant called Lario's. And you go and park in Lario's, and the customs agents are all on the left hand side of the motorway as I speak now. So just come off there, come on Norte, into the parking at Lario's, park up, and you can walk out the back of Lario's through the fence, the gate in the fence, and there is a collection of customs agents down there. Como Docks, Migliavada is a very common one. I think Migliavada is the first agent you come to actually as you walk out the back of Larry's. I think that's why a lot of people use it. But there are several customs agents down there that will do your paperwork for you, no problem. And again, it's about the same as all of the other customs agents, even on the other side. It's about 30 quid, 30 euros to get T-forms raised, and it doesn't take them long. Look at that for a view. Lake Como. Not got much of a view there. In fact, I'm going into a tunnel now. I usually wouldn't keep a clip that short in, but I wanted to get a nice view of Lake Como, and I got a brief one then, so that'll do. Right, coming down to Chiasso now. Not far at all now to go. You need to read the signs as you come down here, because you don't go in the lane for the loaded trucks. There's a separate lane to go into if you're empty, which is what I need to do because I'm empty. Oh, just quickly about Italian tunnels as well. You can't overtake in Italian tunnels if you're in a truck. Not at all. No tunnels in Italy can you overtake. Also, as you go into an Italian tunnel, you get a little sign on the right just as you enter telling you how long the tunnel's going to be, and usually what the tunnel's called, because a lot of them have names. If there is a little GSM sign there as well, that means that your phone will work in the tunnel. They have transmitters that send the phone signal through the tunnel. Not all of them have, but a lot of the ones that are being refurbished now are getting the GSM. So, as you can see here, I don't go into the right hand side there for transit or with customs. I go in, keep left and into the empty lanes. Just follow it down and in really. There's not a lot else to know. Still have to stop and do my tax. Need tax for Switzerland, empty or loaded, and the tax system for Switzerland, empty or loaded, is exactly the same. So just need to nip in here and get some tax sorted. Right, that's my tax all sorted. It only took a minute. You just stop where I stopped, there's a door on the left, nip in there, there's 3 tax machines in there, grab your tax, jump in and go. There's no control booths, there's no nothing, there's nobody to stop you. There will be at the other end. You don't think you can get in without paying any tax. Well, you can get in without paying it, but you can't get out. Yeah, and this is Switzerland, the Italian side of the Gottard. It's been a little while since I've been up here. It's making a really nice change. Plenty to show you about the Gottard. Just get myself up here. I'm going to nip in the services at Bellinzona. I need a bottle of water. So I think Bellinzona is the first one up here. But all I'm going to do now is follow the San Gattaro. But just stay on the A2 pretty much, and the A2 takes you right up all the way through Switzerland. Get myself out here. I know it says no overtaking there, but you can pull out to let people on from slip roads. It's perfectly legal, which is what I've just done there. So yeah, just follow the A2. I'm not going to go out. If I followed the A2 all the way up, it'd take me out through the border at Milan. If you've watched the Swiss video, you'll know that I detest the border at Milan, and I will avoid it at all costs, which is what I'm going to do today. But I ain't going to go St. Louis either. I'm going to go out through another German border at Rheinfelden, which it brings me on at, well, it brings me out at a place called, well, Rheinfelden, Larac, sort of way at the bottom of the 98, and loop round and rejoin the A5. It's usually relatively quiet there. Get my German tax there and get myself all sorted really. I think Bellinzona must be the second services up here. It's hard to remember. This is what you get now for not having a sat nav and not having my map out. It's all done from memory. I don't remember that services. I wonder if they've built that since I last came up here. They have a habit of doing that. They have a habit of moving stuff around after I've been through. No, I don't look new that. I have no memory of that services at all, and I've been up here lots of times. No. We're going to Bellinzona anyway.